think that I don't know if I said it like that, but it was similar. But yeah, on the other side of the wall, they say you ain't trying if you ain't cheating. And I say I don't cheat. You know, when I try, I'm trying to win.
Of course. We really get into it. He like, bro, I ain't gotta do this. I can go chill and go on my boat. I ain't gotta be picking you up every day and spending time with you and making sure I ain't gotta do this.
Right.
So about
Adrien Broner has broken his silence regarding Gervonta Tank Davis's recent arrest, and his comments were striking, especially considering their close bond. In a video posted to Instagram, Broner said he doesn't judge someone for making mistakes or even going to jail. However, he expressed frustration at Davis repeatedly facing legal trouble for the same reasons. "I ain't got no issue with him getting into trouble. I'm a troublemaker too," Broner said. "But it's disgraceful when it's always the same mistake, especially when it involves women. That's crazy, bro."
Spending 20 to 30, 25 a night at each club though. I f***ed up a lot of money, but we straight. If I knew what I knew now, we would have way more.
What you would have did different now?
I tell everybody though, they always ask if you can do it again, would you change anything?
Broner's own history backs up his self-description as a troublemaker. He's had multiple run-ins with the law over the years, including arrests for robbery, assault, public intoxication, and gun possession. Yet even with his own record, Broner didn't hold back. "Any man that hits a woman has a problem with me," he said. Shifting to his usual controversial tone, Broner added, "Women are soft creatures, we're supposed to take care of them, make them shine, treat them like eggs." He ended the rant by saying he hopes Davis learns this lesson now.
Hey man, I'm gonna put y'all on some game, man. Like, if a ain't got the money to pay for something, we just can't get it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wait till we get the money to get it. Now, females, if they ain't got the money to get something, shit.
Broner went on to speak more personally about Davis's troubles with women. He claimed Tank has been surrounded by the wrong kind of women and is paying the price. "They've troubled him all his life," he said. "But that still doesn't justify laying hands on them." Broner emphasized that Davis needs to do internal work to attract better relationships and wished him healing through therapy. Meanwhile, Davis's rematch with Lamont Roach is now in limbo following his July 11th arrest. The incident reportedly occurred on June 15, Father's Day, when Davis went to his ex-girlfriend's house in Coral Gables, Florida, to pick up his children.
That was when I won my third world title at 47. I never spent no money. I would get a check and just give it to my mom, and she'll give me like allowance every Friday. One day, I swear to God on everything I love, one day.
During that visit, Davis allegedly struck his ex on the back of the head and slapped her in the face, leaving her with a cut inside her mouth. He was taken into custody but later released. Despite this, Roach initially insisted the August 16th rematch would proceed as planned. "I heard Buddy is home already," Roach said on a livestream. So, for those saying the fight's off, it's still on. "We're just waiting for the official announcement."
For battery, domestic violence. Put your hands behind your back. Hey,
Roach previously responded to the arrest by expressing hope that Davis didn't actually do what was alleged. "I don't wish jail on anybody," he said. Despite the legal issues, Davis has continued making headlines, many for the wrong reasons. His lackluster performance in the first Roach fight raised questions about his motivation, with reports suggesting he wasn't fully committed to training. Some sources claim Davis stopped training for 3 weeks after the June 15th incident, making an August 16th rematch increasingly unlikely.
For battery, domestic violence. Put your hands behind your back. Hey, the
As a result, Premier Boxing Champions, PBC, is now exploring alternative dates August 23rd or August 30th for the rescheduled bout. Whether Davis will be mentally and physically ready remains uncertain. Their first clash ended in a controversial majority draw back in March. One pivotal moment came when Davis took a knee in the 9th round, but it was not ruled a knockdown, leaving fans confused. Roach gave Davis arguably the toughest fight of his career, snapping Tank's undefeated streak. Davis currently stands at 30-0-1 with 28 KOs, while Roach holds a 25-2 record with 10 KOs.
Roach, Tank can go get you if you're running away, because Tank is very good at knowing the distance where he has most leverage on his punches. If you think about Mike Tyson is strange to say, but he wasn't great with his power when he was very close on the inside. Mike Tyson was a mid-range puncher.
I can tell you that this is a first for me, because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges.
Davis was arrested early Friday morning in Miami Beach on charges of an attack.
Roach proved he could absorb Davis's best shots and land powerful counters of his own, leaving Tank visibly shaken during exchanges. As a result, fans are eagerly anticipating the rematch. Davis, however, continues to face trouble outside the ring. His latest arrest isn't his first, and the serious nature of the allegations is raising further concerns. Just hours after being released on bail, Davis found himself caught up in another controversy, this time over the special treatment he reportedly received upon release.
I was going him. He always been like that. So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Davis was arrested early Friday morning in Miami Beach on charges of domestic violence involving the mother of his children. The dispute allegedly escalated into physical violence, with Davis reportedly punching her in the face. After spending a few hours in custody, he was released on bail. However, the circumstances of his release sparked criticism. Davis exited the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center around 6 p.m. on July 6, flanked by 3 officers from the Miami-Dade Corrections and Rehabilitation Department, raising questions about preferential treatment.
Domestic and battery charges against his baby mother, who's the mother of 2 of his children, Vanessa Paso, I believe her name is. Now, I want to do this in a certain order because I think since people kind of stopped watching videos midway through, I'm going to put some of the most important points I want to make.
He left the facility with his face covered by a white t-shirt, avoiding reporters who were kept at a distance by his security team. Several major media outlets have since requested clarification from Miami-Dade Corrections regarding the nature of Davis's escort. So far, no official response has been given. The incident reportedly took place on Father's Day, as Davis arrived to pick up his children and got into an argument with his former partner. She alleges Davis hit her, causing a head injury and a laceration.
Florida, Gervonta Davis is accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in Doral.
And this is not the first run-in with the law. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live outside of the jail in West Miami-Dade.
And I know you have some details on this latest arrest for the boxer, Roy.
Christy Inelec says the charge he is facing is battery.
This remains a sensitive and serious issue. If found guilty, Davis could face consequences that jeopardize his career. Interestingly, Bill Haney, father of fellow fighter Devin Haney, has publicly defended Davis in a recent interview with Radio Raheem, showing that not everyone in the boxing world is rushing to condemn him.
He's been vocal, trying to talk to you about some things. Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
He did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. I just get together, man. That's it. You know, basically. Get your shit. You don't hit.
I truly wish the best for Gervonta Davis and the mother of his children, said one insider. I hope they can resolve whatever's going on and get Tank back to being the superstar he is. Their first, controversial bout took place in March, ending in a majority draw that allowed Davis to retain his WBA lightweight title. A rematch is currently scheduled for August 16th, and Roach insists it's still happening.
90 days home detention while serving at a four-season hotel and a $3.4 million penthouse rather than trainer Calvin Ford house as the judge agreed. This is the reason why Tank is not being jailed. Gervonta Davis' lawyer argued that the house was too small for security staff. Additionally,
today, Gervonta Davis was arrested for domestic. He's the champion in your division. What do you think about what's your reaction to that?
I don't know about that. You know, I don't know Tank personally, and I really got nothing to say. You know, I just wish him the best. You know, everything inside the ring, outside the ring.
Definitely. Shakur fights tomorrow. That's another.
It's no secret that there's tension between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis. Their rivalry began during the build-up to Crawford's fight with Davis's then-close friend Errol Spence Jr. and has only escalated. Things got worse as friction grew between Davis and Crawford's ally, Shakur Stevenson. Earlier this year, Crawford mocked Davis for complaining about being left out of a Ring magazine event in London.
Boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been arrested and charged with battery in South Florida. Police allege the Baltimore native assaulted his ex-girlfriend during an argument on Father's Day in Doral, Florida. Davis was arrested and booked by Miami Beach police, and a judge set his bond at $10,000.
Davis responded with personal insults directed at Crawford and his family, rapidly intensifying the conflict. Now, as Davis prepares for his August 16th rematch against Lamont Roach Jr., he faces new legal issues. Despite the drama, Crawford has opted to stay above it, responding without hostility. Although Davis and his ex-girlfriend had split, they continued co-parenting. After being arrested and booked at the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center on a $10,000 bond, Davis has since been released.
Gervonta Davis get in some trouble. What advice would you have for someone like Tank Davis?
And I don't know what's going on with him and his personal life. You know, that's on him. You know, I'm minding the business that pays me. That's my business.
Well, Terence, thank you so much for your time as always on AFL TV. Appreciate it. Thank you.
During a recent interview, Terence Crawford was asked for his thoughts on the situation. The conversation initially focused on Shakur Stevenson's upcoming fight in Crawford's own September 13th showdown against Canelo Alvarez. When asked what advice he'd give Davis, Crawford replied diplomatically, "I don't know what's going on in his personal life, that's on him. I'm just focused on the business that pays me."
You know, unfortunately, Tank, he was arrested today. He had some personal incident. My question for you is the impact to his career. You know, he's had these roller coasters, these ups and downs, and you know, he's a star. What do you think about it?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, Tank, I've been saying he needs therapy. That's all I said.
Despite the personal shots Davis once took at Crawford and his wife, the undefeated four-division champion chose not to retaliate. However, when it comes to boxing, Crawford didn't hesitate to give his honest opinion. On the Ring Champs podcast, he praised Roach Jr.'s performance in the first fight but expressed skepticism about Roach replicating that form in the rematch.
Escobar, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Does he look like Tank?
No.
Nah. Me too.
All right. So, message to your fans, Adrien. What do you tell people who love you and support you?
Support me, follow me, and I'll fight for y'all. Man, you already know. AB, Adrien Broner, always follow.
Do you know which stars are coming yet? Which celebrities are coming to the fight?
Nah.
I think we'll see a better version of Tank this time, Crawford said. But I also think Roach already fought at his highest level. I don't believe he can do any better. Meanwhile, Oscar de la Hoya also weighed in on Davis's situation, offering words of advice. Once hailed as the next big star after Floyd Mayweather, Davis now faces the toughest battle of his career, fighting legal troubles and reclaiming his former glory. Lately, his strongest connection has been with Adrien Broner, a relationship that started during their shared time under Mayweather Promotions.
Tank taught me, like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AD came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, all the stuff AD went through, he was respectful. You know what I'm saying? He showed up, he did, you know, champ, I look, you're on my protocol, man, and the results that he said.
In fact, Gervonta Davis played a crucial role in helping Adrien Broner get back on track. Ahead of his comeback fight against Blair Cobbs, Broner posted on Instagram thanking Davis for pushing him back into training. Broner had been struggling with alcohol and depression when Davis unexpectedly called and invited him to join his training camp. Since then, Broner says, he's remained focused. "Tank's been pushing me every day," Broner said. "I just want to thank him. Let's both get what we deserve in boxing and retire laughing on an island somewhere."
But I also know one thing, like, being too confident can get you killed. And I also know that about the game as well.
How did you know you had trouble with the law? How did you find that out?
We ain't there for that. But.
Okay, but you have connections everywhere.
Hey, see, everybody thought he was gone, see?
Do you think he met Chapo?
Ohm believe Broner's absence may have contributed to Davis's recent troubles. Broner was present in Davis's training camp ahead of his dominant knockout win over Frank Martin. Ironically, Broner suffered a humiliating defeat to Blair Cobbs just a week before Davis's fight. When asked about Broner's training, Davis's coach Ford commented, "He's doing what we need him to do. I'm seeing signs of the old Broner I used to watch on TV."
What is he, a 4-division world champion, I believe? So, his
losses are respectable. They've aged well.
Yeah, he lost to Marcos Maidana. He's fought a who's list of guys. But in terms of being a 4-division world champion, I would say he's probably the worst 4-division world champion that we've ever seen.
The roles have reversed, Ford explained. Tank is now the big brother, Broner the little one. But it's mutual respect, it's growth. As Davis looks to redeem himself in the rematch with Roach, he hopes to silence critics and move past recent controversies. Meanwhile, Adrien Broner's career remains uncertain, with many wondering if he'll ever return to top form in the spotlight.
A lot of people might go, I was able to do something to jump up higher. It still seems like that 140 championship title is like kind of like an itch or grab, like you want that one more than maybe others, or it just doesn't matter.
I don't know if you're really a fan. I won a world title at 140 pounds too. So, I don't mind going to a...
Adrien Broner has remained largely silent about his boxing future, offering little response regarding his career. This time, it appears he's chosen to quietly step away, leaving fans and analysts speculating about whether his retirement is permanent. Meanwhile, controversy continues to swirl around the outcome of Gervonta Davis's first fight with Lamont Roach. Despite public outcry, the New York State Athletic Commission has declined to overturn the draw. While Davis's fans may be reluctant to acknowledge it, many in the boxing community believe Lamont Roach was unfairly denied a well-earned victory. That's it for now. For the latest news, updates, highlights, and exclusive moments from the world of boxing, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss top-tier content like this. Until next time, peace.